Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So as you can tell from my clothes that I'm in a cold place, and yes, no surprises there. I'm in Guwahati, Assam, and the temperature here has been shuffling between 12 to 14 degrees Celsius. And yeah, it's been quite nice, warm and cozy. Then I felt maybe I need a break from all of this because it has been going on for quite some time, and maybe take a trip to a place that's warmer, sunnier, and that will allow me to live in something else other than these woolens and layers. So guess where I'm going to next? Look at how bloated I'm looking. It's because I didn't catch my sleep well. We've been facing delays after delays since morning. Now we're in Kolkata airport, and this is the second time that our flight got delayed. Even our Guwahati to Kolkata flight was delayed, and so is this. So we'll be now reaching late, probably like 2 hours later than what time we were initially supposed to reach at. We might even have to compromise on a few of our plans because initially we were supposed to reach around 2 p.m. but now we'll be getting there at 4 p.m. maybe even later. We have finally boarded our flight after a long damn wait. So we have finally reached Port Blair, and we've checked into our room. It's a budget hotel in the middle of Port Blair, and we'll be staying here for one night. So since we're already late, it looks like we wouldn't be able to visit its attractions. So that's a miss on our part, but had we have not been so late, we probably might have been able to go to all of the touristy spots. I don't really mind doing the touristy thing because I'm actually a tourist here, and none of those are gonna happen tonight because we are like super late. First meal of the day, our first meal in 20 hours. I think I had my last proper meal yesterday evening during tea time. I skipped my dinner, I skipped breakfast. So we've come out finally. It's quite late, and the light and sound show that we were supposed to attend in Cellular Jail has been booked out, so we couldn't go there. So we've come to Cotton's Cove, another place of interest in Port Blair. And although I was expecting to find a lot of people here, there are no people. It's so calm, and the setup is like so beautiful, so unique. I can only imagine how pretty this place looks during daytime. So I'm almost at the beach. There it is. Beach sandy again. So we've come for our dinner to this place called Seafood Delight. Hi guys, so good morning, and it's our first day waking up in Port Blair, but it rained last night and today the weather is a little cloudy. That kind of dampens our mood, but we're just still trying to keep our hopes up. We couldn't visit the cellular jail yesterday, but we've got some seniors with us who are really keen on visiting that place. So that is what we are going to do today, first thing. And then we will be catching our ferry to Havelock. I'm so excited. Roaming through the cells of this cellular jail. So now, as we reached cellular jail, also called Kalapani, it is a massive prison. It has about 698 solitary cells. The cells are set along long rows with small ventilations high up on the walls. It used to house all exiled freedom fighters and it has a lot of history of torture and suffering. So for all of the history buffs out there, this place along with the light and sound show which goes on at night is a must do. Going around the place took us about 30 minutes as we were on our own. To get a more in-depth tour around the place, you can hire guides. For some reason that day we didn't come across any. And now we're on our way to the jetty point to get on our cruise to Havelock, and just when it looked like the rain had subsided, it began raining again. After somehow getting our luggage off of our vehicle and after having our tickets checked, we are now in the queue to get going to the boarding point. Barely see anything that's outside. It's so easy with all the rain. Look at my glasses. So looks like the ride is now commencing. This is how my table looks. Getting this giddy feeling. We had booked our rides from a website called Go to Andamans, and there are about 2 to 3 tiers per ferry, and what you finally book depends upon your budget and the availability. We had booked premium/economy tickets and it cost us roughly around 12 to 1400 rupees. So we've just been welcomed into our resort in Havelock. It's called Silver Sands. So finally we have reached Havelock. Our check-in is done and oh my goodness, the view is out of this world. Just check that view out. These are the cottages. I don't know which is ours, but holy hell, this is too good. This is our room and wow, looks really nice. This mystery room out here must be the dresser and the washroom. Yeah, full-length mirror, a wardrobe, and the washroom. The washroom is kind of normal, like going by the size and the look of the room. So I have now come out to explore the resort. Thankfully it isn't raining here anymore, and that feels like such a huge relief because I had thought that my trip has been ruined now since it has begun to rain. It's a white sand beach, you can tell that because it's reflecting off of my face, and the sea is so blue. It looks like those edited photos, but the one sad thing is it's withdrawn, quite withdrawn. I don't know when is it coming back to the shore, but it looks like the more I'm advancing towards the blue, the further away it's getting from me. This is the closest I can get to the place which drew me this far, all the way from somewhere there. Walking back inside the resort for a swim. So, I've come back from the pool and now we're getting ready to go somewhere outside for dinner. We are all dressed up now and we are about to go out for our dinner at this place called Something Different. This restaurant apparently is the best one in Andamans. I haven't seen another place rated 5 stars on TripAdvisor by about 3000 plus reviewers. So I think it's going to be worth it. Also, they provide pickup and drop service, so we should be having the driver here anytime now to pick us up. Good morning from day 2, Andamans. And now we have come for our breakfast and we've got some big plans for the day, but not before we are done spending some time at the beach. So hi guys and good morning from Andamans. It's day 2 today and excuse my palm. Now, oh, it is raining. So it's about 8 a.m. in the morning and we are now planning to go out for a scuba session. A scuba in Andamans is known to be better than scuba in most parts of India as we know it, because the water here is cleaner, there's more visibility. Yeah, so our driver is waiting for us outside. Just been given our basic training on diving. I think we'll be starting our main training in some time and then we'll be off. So my scuba failed. It was embarrassing because I was the only person that chickened out from the big group that went on to do the scuba in the middle of the sea. I was thrown into the water and then all of a sudden I just felt this very tight pressure around my chest and it felt as though my heart was about to jump out. And this wasn't the first time, even the last time when I tried to do scuba in Pondicherry, kind of the same thing happened, but this time it was far more physical. At that time, I had brushed it aside as an anxiety or a panic attack. Being suddenly plunged into cold waters with those heavy oxygen cylinders in the scuba gear, I believe created the recipe for disaster, and I was out. It is our last day in Havelock and we are now on our way to Elephanta Beach via a speedboat. We booked our rides at the ferry point before getting on our boats. The rides take approximately 20 to 30 minutes. You make the payment for the speedboat ride and the sports in advance at the jetty point. This boat also brings you back after letting you stay at Elephanta Beach for about like 3 hours, and that's when you get done with all of the water sports that you're going there for. Elephanta Beach was really crowded. The whole shore was strewn with inflatable toys like all over. We went for this crazy ride called Flying Fish, and there's no way I could have recorded it because you have to use both your hands to hold on to the handles, or else you'll be flying high up above Andamans blue waters. So this is our last night at Havelock and we have come to dine over cocktails at a restaurant called Bonova. After being tired from the day, we are here to end the first leg of our trip with the most delicious and indulgent dinner possible. And with this episode of our Andaman vlog comes to a close. And in the next episode, I'll be taking you around Neil Island. And trust me when I say this, we actually get a bit adventurous here. So stay tuned and I will see you soon.